Wanted to share my favorite mug, which, in case it's coming out weird, is FUCK, the patriarchy. And this was the prototype, actually. The one that's available on elanotter.net, the links down below, is it's in blood red text as well, but it has the same image on it and that. It's a nice big size mug. It's one of my favorite things about it. It's almost as big as my face here. Holds a lot of coffee, which keeps me going for smashing the patriarchy. So anyway, that's not why we're here today. We are here for the Táin Bó Cúailnge, the cattle raid of Cooley, with myself, Lora O'Brien. And we are going to share the screen here because we are reading this from the translation of Joseph Dunn in 1914. And we've a fair few done now already. The last one was episode 12, which is the finding of the bull. And then we're going to do 12a and 12b today. So the death of the Forgemen and the slaying of Redg, the Satirist. So the death of the Forgemen is only a little one. So 12a, the death of the Forgemen. And the bull's cowherd would not allow them to carry off the brown bull of Cúailnge, so that they urged on the bull, beating shafts on shields, till they drove him into a narrow gap, and the herd trampled the cowherd's body 30 feet into the ground, so that they made fragments and shreds of his body. Forgeman was his name. This then is the death of the Forgeman on the cattle prey of Cúailnge. So in the last episode 12, it was the previous section was the finding of the bull. And it was a tiny bit unclear, but we got there at the end that that they have brought the bull and, you know, got it away. So if you are new to this and this is your first introduction to it, please go back and have a look at the rest of the playlist and make sure that you're signed up to the mailing list, because you will get the updates and the roundup posts and all that good stuff through the mailing list, as well as loads of other Irish resources and invitations to our Live at 5, our free community networking sessions. So 12b, here is narrated the slaying of Redg the Satirist. I believe the D would be silent in that, so I'm just going to go with Redg. And the G would be hard. When the men of Éireann had come together in one place, both Maeve and Ailill and the force that was bringing the bull to the camp and enclosure, they all declared Cuchulainn would be no more valiant than another, were it not for the wonderful little trick he possessed, the spearlet of Cuchulainn. Accordingly, the men of Éireann dispatched from them Redg, Maeve's satirist, to demand the spearlet. So Redg came forward to where Cuchulainn was and asked for the spearlet, but Cuchulainn would not give him the spearlet at once. He did not deem it good and proper to yield it. Redg declared he would deprive Cuchulainn of his honour unless he got the spearlet. Thereupon Cuchulainn hurled the spearlet at him, so that it struck him in the nape of the neck and fell out through his mouth on the ground. The only words Redg uttered were these: "This precious gift is readily ours," and his soul separated from his body at the ford. It's a bit dramatic there. Therefrom, that ford is ever since called Sullah Shet, the ford of the ready treasure. And the copper of the spearlet was thrown into the river. Hence it is Oven Shru, copper stream, ever after. Again, we're looking at some Dinhenicus, which is the lore of place names, and explaining how things got their names, which is very, very common through this whole book's dedicated to it, but it's very common woven in through other stories, as we can see here. So let us ask for a sword truce from Cuchulainn, says Ailill. Let Louis go to him. One and all answer. Then, that's Lugga, I think. I think the G would be hard there. So let Lugga go to him, one and all answer. And I'm sure this is not the first time I'm saying this name. Anyway, then Lugga goes to parley with him. How now do I stand with the host? Cuchulainn asks. Disgraceful indeed is the thing thou hast demanded of them, Lugga answered. Even this, that thou shouldst have thy women and maidens and half of thy kine. But more grievous than all do they hold it, that they themselves should be killed and thou provisioned. Every day there fell a man by Cuchulainn till the end of a week. Then faith is broken with Cuchulainn. 20 are dispatched at one time to attack him, and he destroys them all. Go to him, O Fergus, says Ailill, that he may vouchsafe us a change of place. A while after this they proceed to Cronach. These are they that fell in single combat with him in that place, to wit, the 2 Roth, the 2 Lewin, 2 women thieves, 10 fools, 10 cupbearers, the 10 Fergus, the 6 Fideln, the 6 Fiacu. These were all killed by him in single combat. Then their tents were pitched by them in Cronach. They discussed what they had, when their tents were pitched by them in Cronach, they discussed what they had best do with Cuchulainn. I know, quoth Maeve, what is best here. Let someone go to him from us for a sword pact with him in respect of the host, and he shall have half the cattle that are here. This message they bring to him. I will do it, said Cuchulainn, provided the bond is not broken by you tomorrow. Okay, so they're looking for a truce, basically, with him in respect of the host. They're sending single combat people against him, getting desperate, obviously, and sending multiple combat people against him, and he's having none of it. He's destroying them all. Okay. So we're going to leave it there for now. I just recorded a couple of episodes, and I'll get back to it ASAP, definitely. And if you want to make sure that you don't miss anything, subscribe to the channel, make sure you've liked it, and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications and all that stuff so that you don't miss any episodes.